Each and every one of us here has strength, a spiritual attribute, spiritual strength to make it through the most difficult of times. Every one of us here has wisdom in order to solve the problems and the challenges that come our way. Every one of us here has imagination, a spiritual attribute, so we can create the life of our desire. Every one of us here has power, which means that we can rise above and move beyond anything, any obstacle that tries to prevent us from being who we are. The list of spiritual attributes goes on and it goes on and it goes on. But when it comes to thanksgiving and when it comes to giving praise and when it comes to counting our blessings, oftentimes we look out there. I am so thankful for my grandson, and I am. I am so thankful for the home that I live in, and I am. I am so thankful for my car. I am so thankful for this church. But what about the spirit within me that provides me with all these beautiful attributes? I very seldom turn inward and say, thank you, God, for the strength that I have. Thank you, God, for the imagination that I have to create the life that I desire to live. Thank you, God, for the resilience that I have so that I can rise up from any sort of a setback or defeat. The spiritual attributes are the essence of our being. And this morning we're going to praise those.
You know, what I'm grateful for today is just this knowingness that it's okay to be me. And I learned this here at Unity, that it is that Christ in me that is that hope of glory, and that people here, I don't have to be something other than me to be loved.
Peter asked Jesus, how many times do we forgive those who have hurt us? And Jesus said 70 times 7. And I don't think he literally meant 490, but I have reached for 490 myself sometimes, and I know that people who love me have had to find 490 times to forgive me. Mark Twain wrote that forgiveness is the scent of the violet on the heel that crushed it. And I've always loved that imagery, that the essence of the violet is raised through forgiveness and sweetens and blesses the moment. So I'm grateful for that power of forgiveness.
I was brought here from one of the most heart-wrenching experiences that a mother can experience, and that was the loss of my son. He was 19 years old, and he died in a motorcycle accident. I was living in California at the time, but I knew I had to bring him home. This is where he was born, where I was born, this is where my roots are. And one of our family members suggested that I come here. I had to go back to California, but I live here now. And I have never experienced the kind of peace, forgiveness, and just well-being that I have felt since I became a member of Unity Temple on the Plaza. I don't know all of you, but I know you're all a part of Unity. And the sense of peace that I feel when I walk inside here, I attribute to all of you, Duke, his staff, and just the pleasant faces. This is the most pleasant and peaceful place I've ever been in my life. And I will always make every effort to be here because I don't want to miss anything that happens here. Everything that happens here is just extraordinary. And that means that you're all extraordinary. And I thank you all.
Yes.